Good morning, world. My name is Otis Tucker, the world's first trillionaire. Today I want to talk about the law of, well, before I jump into that, let me just kind of edify it a little bit. So I recently learned that there's 11 or 12 forgotten laws of the universe. I've been studying those now slowly for about a month. And what I plan on doing is I will do a video that incorporate all 12 laws over time. But for today, though, I want to talk about the law of compensation. Now, when I talk about universal laws, what make it a law is that it's something that consistently happen all the time. So, for example, like the law of gravity. Like nobody question if you throw something up, it's gonna come down. That's how it works with these universal laws, is that it's true all the time, you know? So the law of compensation, I'll also share video that will, Bob Proctor video that will cover that for you. But basically the way that works is that there's three components, or three parts, I should say, to the law of compensation. The first one is the need for what it is that you're doing. The second one is how well you do what you do. And number three is, how hard it is to replace you. So that's the three main components of the law. Now, I'm a math, in college and high school, I was always good with math. So a lot of time when I think, I try to put things in a formula format, a mathematical formula, okay? So this one would be like it's A plus B plus C equals D. So basically A would be obviously the need for what you do. So let's talk about that for a second. So basically, when I pick businesses to go into, I only pick businesses that serve the mass. So I pick, number one, essential services that I know people need regardless. That's why I'm in the auto repair space. Logistics is a big one because people don't care if they're in freaking space. They're going to need packages delivered to them because they don't want to go get it. So I get that. Logistics is awesome. That's a great business to get in. Of course, another one for me is home improvement that I am getting into this year. So my point is you pick things, I pick things that I know the majority of people will use, and not only will they use it, but they actually need it. You know what I mean? Something that they would need. That's the type of space that I look to serve, is things that people really need. So I just gave you examples of that. The auto repair, logistics, and eventually constructions later on this year, construction business. So that's finding a need that you want to service. Those are the needs that I want to service. You can take your time and figure out what kind of needs do you feel passionate about, or services that you would like to get into. So that's number one. Number two is your ability to do it. Now, here's what's cool about this. So obviously, any service, you need to have skilled people that's going to deliver that service, obviously, because that's the only way you're going to get high quality, right? Now, most small business owners, they're the ones that's providing the service. They're the ones that's doing the auto repair, the construction work, or whatever that business is. See, what I'm good at is not necessarily the logistic, it's not necessarily the labor part of it, you know. And see, that's where you got to figure out your skill set. See, my skill set is my ability to think and being able to see the big picture and be able to create plans that I can share with these people that have the skills, so they can work towards something big. See, that's my skill set. My skill set is management, visionary. That's my skill set, you know? And then, so for you, obviously, when it comes to B, is that you have to figure out what is your skill set. Maybe it's management. Maybe it is the person that do the work. And even if that's the case, then you need to figure out how to do more of that work. And in addition to that, you need to get better or figure out how to train people to do what you do. See, I ran a session a while, maybe last week, about increasing your value. See, if you can actually, what the world need above anything and everything, in my opinion, is the world need leadership. You know, whether it's a job, or just anything, leadership, man, is that I figured out that instead of me trying to create a lot of different skills, which believe me, I've done a lot over the years. I've been a graphic designer, I've been a salesman, I've been a freaking mechanic, I've been a painter, I've done plenty of different things, and those are all skills. And it's great that you have skills, but here's what I'll tell you, a little secret about this, is that having a skill is great, but if you really seriously focusing on being financially free, the only way you will get to that level is you must develop leadership skills. And if you don't have it in the beginning, listen, it's a-okay. That's why you're here to learn and practice, right? So it's like what I've focused on is, instead of me trying to master those skills, which obviously is needed because the skills is what provide the service to people, which is what we get paid for. I've just mastered how to find quality people that have the skill I need, hire these people, and motivate and inspire these people to be the greatest them that they've ever been. So I hire definitely skilled labor, skilled people to begin with, but I'm here to transform these people though into becoming better and greater leaders. Like, for example, the gentleman that runs my shop right now, I mean, he came in as a painter, but, he probably paint twice in 5 months or 4 months. Don't need to, because again, he is much more valuable to me as a manager managing a team of 20 people than he is painting cars. You know what I mean? Since then, we've had a better painter, not a better painter, but I'm saying a painter that we've developed to be a lot better than he was when he got there. And believe me when I say that he's going to continue to keep working on himself to be one of the best in the area. That's what I do with any and everybody that works with us, is that I focus on training and providing a mentality training to help them to see themselves as their future self, not who they are right now, but working towards being better versions of themselves on a weekly basis. And that's why we will always continue to grow. And not only that, for anybody that ever come to our shop, we got an energy and a vibe that you can feel. And it's all about just awesomeness, people working together as a team, helping each other, supporting each other. That's what I've been creating, And for other business owners, I'll get into that another time, but I don't want to run too far off on a tangent here. The point I'm trying to get at is that the law of compensation, understanding that. So far I've went over A, which is finding products or service that is needed, right? Something that serves the mass. And then number 2, again, is your ability to do what you do, to serve, to deliver those products or service, the need to solve or supply that need. And then here's the last component. That last component is how difficult it is to replace you. I'll say this. As you continue, the trick is you have to constantly be developing yourself, increasing your value so that you get to a point where without you in that equation, it doesn't work, or it doesn't work nowhere near as well, So you want to become indispensable, and the way you do that is increasing your value so much so that Wherever job you're at, they'll be crazy to get rid of you. Or if you have your own business, obviously you ain't gonna fire yourself. So, you just continue to increase your value though, so that way, my point is though, is that how difficult it is to replace you, and basically A plus B plus C equals the amount of money you want to earn. So basically, that's the formula to dictate how much you want to earn. Is basically you learning how to master A plus B plus C. In this case, equals to E. You're earning, not D. So it's like, again, I put stuff in mathematical formulas so that way when I look at it and review it, it's like, okay, A plus B. So bottom line is all I have to do is increase the number in each category. So I increase my value as far as understanding the need, of the people. So I master that. So I make sure I'm only going after stuff that the mass needs. And then the second part, again, is really you just developing and focusing on yourself, increasing your value consistently. And my suggestion, again, I don't care if you got a job or a business, is the easiest way to increase your value is to become a leader. The world desperately needs leaders. Businesses need leaders. Jobs need leaders. Everywhere need leaders. And how do you become a leader? You become a leader by leading by example, by studying the material that you're learning, practicing these principles, adapting them into your life. Obviously, if you're listening to me, you're here because you want to change. I'm telling you how to do it, okay? So, study the principles, the laws as I continue to share them, study those things. And again, there's levels to things. You want to learn from a deeper level, So it's great to learn the surface first, where you keep digging deeper, go deeper, deeper, deeper. And the more deeper you go into the meaning, every time you get another depth or level of understanding, then, internally, you're adapting that principle more until it becomes a part of you, to where it's not just words that you're saying, but you're saying it from your core. And as you listen to me, again, I could say this same stuff 20 different ways, because the goal is for you to adapt the information to the point where it becomes part of who you are. Now, once you get all these principles to become part of who you are, that's what makes you indispensable, because most people will never do that. They won't take the time to practice, to even seek the knowledge, much less apply it. And that's why, again, you don't have to worry about your competition around you. If you are diligently doing what you're supposed to do, believe me, you're ahead of the curve, way over 95%. They can't compete with you. You are indispensable. As you continue to evolve and learn and practice and develop yourself, sky's the limit, man. But again, the topic today is the law of compensation and understanding that there's three parts. Again, I'm always repetitive, so I'm going to repeat it again. Number one is find the need. What does the people need? Again, if you're starting a business, or even if you have a business, you need to dig deeper. What does your audience, what does your market need? You figure that out, and then focus on supplying that need. Number two, develop yourself constantly. Every day, every week, you should be evolving and changing and growing constantly. Every week, you should be growing. Why? As you grow, then you're increasing your value. As you increase your value, your value ratio is going up, man. That's a good thing. C is where how difficult it is to replace you. As long as you're doing B right, then C is going to make it harder and harder for anybody to replace you, and that's how you increase. All three of those added up equals to E, your earnings. Your money is equals to A plus B plus C equals E, your earnings. Write that sucker down, look at it on paper, figure it out, man. I'm telling you, but just all you have to do is increase yourself in each one of those areas. Anyway, that's that. The video I want to share for today is I will share, actually, I'm not sure exactly which one of the videos I'm going to share, but that's what I might share too. I'm going to share the one that talks about this law, the law of compensation by Bob Proctor. And I might share another one. I'm going to think on that one. But either way, listen, guys, every single day, the most important thing, again, is that absorb the information I'm giving you. Take what you can from it. Whatever you can't, leave it alone. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I don't care what you take, as long as you can take something away and actually implement it. Again, knowledge without application is what? Useless. I don't want you to waste your time, people, just listening to stuff and not applying it. I want you to listen to it. I want you to take what you can and apply. Make a change. Apply it. You know? Anyways, let's get to work. Have a good day.